Peace family, it's your girl Amy of the Bohemian Healing Company, and I just wanted to come on and tell you that I love you and that you're not alone. There's a lot of things that have been going on in 2020 in general. I just posted about this over on my Instagram and Facebook about how 2020 feels like a lifetime and we're not even done with it yet. There's been so much chaos and unrest and uncertainty and death and new life and new beginnings and transformation, and it can be so overwhelming, right? We know that everything is happening for our highest and best good. However, that can be hard to identify, what that highest and best good is when you're living through it in the moment. Some things don't feel good. Some things you can search and look for reasons for why certain things happen, and you never find them. The truth is that life can be rough, and the challenges that we encounter can really take a toll on our health, on our mental health, on our drive and desire to be alive. And especially if you're Black watching this, we are up against a lot, right? We have each other, we have the ancestors, we have our allies, but ultimately we are being faced specifically with an immense amount of pressure, an immense psychic attack in many ways. It's coming at us from the media, from social media, from, conscious and subconscious sources. There's a lot of internalized hatred. There's a lot to deal with. 2020 is heavy, and life is a constant push and pull between lightness and heaviness. And it's our job to find that middle point, to find a balance, to strike a balance in some way. So how do we do that? I think one of the most important things for my Black and brown people and for everyone in between is to make sure that you are breathing. And it seems really obvious and simple, but it's not. We as a culture, as a society, we do not typically breathe appropriately. A lot of us are breathing from our shoulders or our chest, and we should be breathing from our bellies. This is a little counterintuitive, but if you can imagine a balloon moving outward as you inhale and then contracting as you exhale, this deep belly breathing can literally change the chemical makeup of your mind, of your brain. Simply by breathing, you can provide your mind with the vitamins it needs to combat anxiety, depression, and whatever else you got going on. So deep breathing from your belly, not your chest. Super important, okay? Also, the way you carry your body tells your mind or sends your mind messages, okay? So if you're walking around with your shoulders up to your ears, that's telling your brain and your body that you're stressed, that you're afraid, that there's too much on your plate, right? So one thing you can do right now is check yourself. Are your shoulders all the way up to your ears? If the answer is yes, roll them back and try to pinch. I heard this off of Yoga with Adrienne. Imagine that there's a pencil between your two shoulder blades and pinch that pencil, okay? This will help you with your posture and also as a reminder to keep your shoulders away from your ears. Also notice if you're walking around with your fists balled up, okay? That sends a message to your brain and body that you're angry or you're stressed or that there's a threat, okay? So just by doing these body scans, by noticing what is my body doing. Another thing, your jaw. A lot of us are clenching our jaws without even realizing it. So unclench your jaw as you're scanning your body, as you're taking these deep breaths and noticing, okay, what is my body doing? The more that we are aware of the signs and signals that our body is giving us, the more that we can invite more ease and more peace into our lives, okay? So I want you to, again, make sure you are relaxing your jaw, removing your shoulders from your ears, breathing from your belly instead of your chest. And these things, just scanning through your body, noticing anywhere that there's tension, anywhere that you're clenching or holding, and send breath to that area. Try and release that area. One thing about your jaws, if you are clenching your jaw, it also means you're clenching your yoni. And you are unnecessarily stressing out these muscles. If we're doing that, there's not enough space for you to hold anything else in terms of your bladder, in terms of your pelvic floor muscles. You don't want to fatigue them, because in your older age, you're gonna have a hard time not peeing on yourself. So be mindful of what your jaw is doing, whatever your mouth is doing for the divine feminine out here. That's the same thing that your yoni is doing, okay? So all of these things can help you just being in your body, noticing what your body is doing. I would encourage you also to unplug. We are on our phones way too much. And guess what is on social media? Every horrible thing that's ever happened. All of the chaos, all of the negative energy lives there, and it kind of festers on social media. Of course, we can find really positive things to ingest on social media as well, but it's important for us just to take a break, to leave the phone in a different room, to be outside, put your feet on the ground, like your bare feet, put them in some grass or on some concrete, or do something to ground yourself, to connect with nature, with your body, with Mother Earth, your intuition, all of that. Because not only does the phone have every single piece of bad news that you could ever imagine, just flowing, there's people getting shot and killed, and we're just watching all these videos of intense stuff. Not only is there that, but the radiation from cell phones in general is just not good for your body. Make sure, if you can, that you're not putting your phones in your pockets, on your lap, anywhere near like your sensitive organs. Put them aside, or look into getting some orgonite or something that can help to combat the radiation and the energy pollution that comes off of technology. Technology is great, it's wonderful, but it's a tool, and we don't carry the rest of our tools around all goddamn day. So spend some more time going outside. If you live near water, spend time near water to help connect with your emotions and your intuition. If you are interested in the moon, you can spend more time outside during new moons and full moons to help get some of that lunar energy to help you out. I want you also to make sure you are having a lot of fresh fruit and vegetables, because anxiety, depression, mental health issues in general are impacted and made worse by your diet. If you have, some eating habits that are not very healthy, this could also be impacting your mental space. And, these are all things that can help as we are traversing through these choppy waters and figuring out like what the hell life is about in 2020. I have a lot of suggestions, but for the sake of keeping this video a little short, I do want to mention journaling. Journaling is great for just dumping your mind out on paper. I like to do it first thing in the morning because that's when my mind is still a little bit foggy, still in the astral realm, so I have more insight. I'm remembering my dreams and finding more symbolism when I write first thing in the morning. But for you, maybe you're not a morning person, maybe you want to do it at night. The point is to provide yourself the time and space to get everything out so that you can see objectively what's been on your mind, and you'd be surprised what inspiration can come to you just from getting quiet and writing some shit down, man. It doesn't have to be complicated. In that same vein, if you feel like you don't know what to write down things that you're grateful for, and that can also help your mental space while we are combating this negativity, right? Combating or overcoming the things that we are being challenged with. Now, I'll tell you one thing, it doesn't always work. You know, these are tools that can help, but it doesn't mean it's foolproof. So if you go through these suggestions and you're finding, hey, I need something more, you probably do. You can find more. You can look into therapy or look into different herbs. If you look here, I got a lot of different teas for stress, for anxiety, for all of that. So I guess what I'm saying is, don't feel bad if these suggestions don't help you. But don't give up hope, because there's definitely something out there that can help you. And if you incorporate these things into your daily routine and practice them daily, right? This body scanning, the breathing, being outside, drinking more water, being a little bit more mindful about what you're consuming on the phone, in terms of the food that you're eating. If you can do these things on a daily basis, or some of these things on a daily basis, it can definitely improve your life. It can add more pleasure to your life, especially in the midst of all of this stress and worry that a lot of people are feeling. So don't give up on yourself. Take time out, even if it's 2 seconds, 30 seconds, 5 minutes, whatever you have. Please give yourself something that's just for you, okay? We are bombarded by a lot, family, and I want to make sure that you are keeping yourself healthy, mentally, physically, spiritually. I love you and I care about you, and these are the things that have helped me, and I hope they can help you. So I'm going to keep this short. I do love you. I will be on live shortly to read tarot for you all, to do some of the free stuff that we're used to. There's a lot going on. My computer charger died. My tarot cards got covered in coffee. Pretty much the universe was telling me to chill and to take a break and to work on my own mental health before I come back to you guys with specific advice from the cards, okay? So I love you. I'm safe. Thanks for those of you who have been reaching out and asking about my safety with the hurricanes and all of that out here in New Orleans. I love you. You guys mean so much to me. I will be back soon. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, bohemian_healing. You will find a link there to the shop, to everything about me. So yeah, I love you. I'll see y'all later. Bye.